Ta tiếng này tặng
Đi ngồi học.
và phải gì
Somebody must check. Somebody must check.
Wala.
Second to ha?
Jangan campaign dulu lah, kan? Ini ini.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bro, this is the
Oh, tu bra. Saya lihat bukan report lah. Don't forget about the Galaxy 8 Solar.
Is everybody inside the room? Alex, can you check any more outside? All of you registered? If you registered, you have a blue sticker. You already signed in? Okay. So my job for today almost done. I'm going to pass it to Casey and he's going to start.
Hi, good evening. Welcome to our MPCAM 5th AGM that will take place today, which is the 4th of November 2017. Do we have enough quorum? Yes. All our members, right? Yes. Any non-members except Alex, which is our cameraman? Okay, good. Let's go on. Okay. Right. At the onset of this meeting, I would like to bring the attention to all the members here that will attend the general meeting that the notice of the meeting together with all the reports was sent out via email, which take place on the 5th of October. However, some of the members only received on the 12th of October, and this was due to there's a glitch in the server, which was when we blast out the emails. Therefore, there's a short notice of 7 days in accordance to our Constitution 7.4. We have received a written complaint via email from one of the members with regards to this short notice. Right, here we go. We have two options. Okay, number one, we postpone the today meeting. With this, there will be additional money and time to the members. Option number two, okay, the members here rectify that this short service by virtue of resolution. The executive member have decided to rectify this short notice, this short service by the way of resolution in pursuance of clause 7.1, where it states the supreme authorities of the society is vested in a general meeting of the members. At least 1/2 of the total voting membership of the society, or twice the numbers of committees members, whichever is lesser, must be present at the general meeting for its proceeding to be valid and to constitute a quorum. Therefore, the members present here in the AGM accept and rectify the short notice on 12th of October 2017 as adequate and proper service provided by the clause 7.4.
I propose.
Can I say something? Actually, the AGM has got no power to override the rules in the Constitution. That's the problem. I run a lot of societies for many years. The AGM and the members have got no right to override the provisions in the Constitution. Actually, you have no right. So whatever you decide is invalid. You can decide to carry on, but the date's wrong. And I think John knows that. The Constitution is still supreme, and then the AGM, and then the committee, and then the members. It's like that. It's a hierarchy. So you as the committee or the AGM cannot override the provisions in the Constitution. You can say if from Z become A and A becomes Z, but when it comes to right and wrong, it will still be the Constitution. That means Constitution still holds whatever you ratify it or not. Whether you vote it or not, you cannot change it. John, isn't it true what I'm telling you the truth now?
May I speak, sir?
Yes.
There are laws and there are constitutions. And then when there's a dispute in law and constitution, the people in authority must interpret and see. I'm not good enough to interpret everything. All I know is that above the constitution for interpretation is the registrar of societies. I only hope that we don't have to go that far. This is a friendly society. Nobody meant any malice. There's no fingering for excess funds, and it was an honest, I think it's an honest mistake. If the assembly of people here are prepared to support the motion, let the registrar of society thereby interpret for us whether we are in contravention of our own constitution. I'm not quick to decide. I'm not the IGP. I'm a member. I'm prepared to say, let everybody, I propose, seconder, and vote if you have to, and let the registrar of society thereby interpret our constitution in the light of what we have done.
How are you going to tell them about it?
This, I believe that these meeting minutes and accounts will be submitted in the due process. They will, never mind, let it be done in an honest way. We like it to be an honest way. And let the authorities above us decide.
Yes, if not accepted, then
Yes, if the ROS throw them out like the DAP, have it again, then which one is
let me do it.
or otherwise we will be in lieu of what we misinterpret and run the risk. Please allow us to go ahead and let the ROS above us decide on whether this is duly convened or not. It's a small society, 800 members. Ni bukan roket kan?
Regarding the small society, the membership number, I looked at the website and it says that it connects to the MPCAM group, which has 11,200 doctors.
Dr. Hui, that one is another matter.
But it says a small...
No. I know what I'm talking about. Now we are just concentrate. Do we want to go on this?
Okay,
If we want to go on, we can. We don't want to go. Don't waste everybody's time.
If nobody complains, if the whole room, nobody complains, and if your members don't complain that you sent it out late, you'll be all right. But once there's a complaint, the whole thing gets thrown into quite a disarray, because let's say somebody challenges for the president and the loser is not happy, then they can complain. See, and say that it's an invalid election. That's actually the danger. That's the danger. If nobody complains, you're all right. But if somebody, I'm just telling you what is the consequence. The minutes don't go to the ROS, nobody complains, you're fine. So if you want to run the risk, I'm not in the committee, I'm not running for elections. But I'm saying that if the next committee will have to bear the brunt if somebody complains. And the secretary, whoever it is, will have to answer.
May I? Of course, if I may allow to reiterate, any complaint about these irregularities alleged will have to go to the registrar of societies.
Yes.
Yes, I can't decide on it. Neither can Jim Louis decide on it. The RS has to decide. Is this complaint a reasonable complaint? And then let them decide. If we are in default, we have no choice but to call again.
No, they can
If-
e-register.
Never mind. Let them decide. Thank you.
I actually personally have went to the RS on 31st of October and inquired about this issue. Actually, I bet that what they told us yes, we must rectify the complaint, and then they were subject to the members whether they accept it or not. If the member accept it, yes, then we can actually proceed in accordance to Constitution 7.1. That's what actually I inquired from RS.
I'd like to propose a motion.
So proposer is John and seconder is Siva Prakash from Johor.
So do we want to get a vote, please?
I think we'll take a vote. Yeah.
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay, who actually seconds that we continue the AGM? Please raise up your hand.
Say better.
Mary. No, you got to count everything. Because they are not equal to 200%.
Okay, how many in the room? How many in the room?
Total how many in the room?
Please look at the motion. Abstain, object.
So how many disagree?
How many object? Any objection?
Anybody abstain?
So how many please?
So 44.
Agree, nobody disagree, and one abstain.
Yeah, that's what I came to.
No, Alex is not counted. He's just a cameraman here. So I say the majority here is yes. So I would say that this resolution is passed by virtue of majority votes, and the meeting of the AGM can proceed as usual.
It's not the first time I've said this to this group, that some of the administrative matters are not properly seen to. This is another example. I've given warning many years already. I hope that in the future that these kind of lapses will not occur. I mean, I think that the time thing is a very small matter. Things should have been prepared way ahead, and it should have been sent. And email is a very simple matter. I also blast email to my members. It should not have been late. This is being very crucial since you don't post it. I hope that this group will not again make such administrative errors. I think go through the Constitution, try to stick carefully to it. That's my advice. Because you will get into trouble eventually.
Yeah, we are done. Seriously.
You will.
Yeah.
You will get into hot soup and trouble and all kinds of things. And it's not the first time I've said it. That's why I'm very disappointed. That's why I pointed it out.
Thank you, Dr. Hui.
And I got yelled at. Are you going to yell at me? No.
You're all friends here, Dr. Hui.
No, I don't want to yell at me. Yeah. Oh, scared.
Okay. Now we invite our president, Dr. Peter Chan, to give the welcome speech.
Can I sit? Okay. First of all, thank you very much for taking your time off, to attend this brief AGM of MPCAM. Okay. I'm very, very happy on behalf of everyone here in the committee, okay, for all of you to be able to join us here today. Again, I must mention Thank you very much, Dr. Jim and Dr. Margaret, for taking their time off to attend this meeting. Okay, they have been very, very busy. Okay, and it's become a Japanese. I don't understand. Okay, let me ask. Okay, Dr. Kenny, why are you here? You are you are very, very busy. You are always in out of the country. Why are you here today?
Now this is the place I grew up, so maybe I think maybe I see and I feel humble and think to be you guys to see things to do and
I think you need the mic.
Mr. President, the reason is because I grew up, my GP life grew up from MPCAM. Then from MPCAM, I finally see a platform that people are talking to each other. Then I'm no longer alone, and that is a place where we have unity. We always have to understand it. I told myself I have to remember where I come from. If I cannot remember it, I will not move far. How far we can move is how we understand where we come from. So, across 2 years ago, I started to fly overseas and learn. This unity among doctors are very